Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome once again to 2015, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIII. Now, like I said in my Dark Souls 2 video, I know what you're thinking. What the actual fuck? Nobody likes this game. What are you doing? Well, I have an answer for you. I adore this game. Now, I said in my inaugural episode of Dark Souls 2 that there was another game that I was going to be starting this year to begin my mission of showing appreciation for games that don't have a very good reputation in, the gaming community at large. And there is no game that better fits that bill to me than this one. I don't have words for how much I've been waiting to do this. And thankfully, there is now a PC edition, and thankfully enough, it works on my system. I was worried about that, because like any number of Square Enix games, this one is gorgeous, and I was worried that it might not work. But it does! So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce you to one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Now, I know that puts me in the minority, but trust me. Please, trust me.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
Serious?
Be quiet.
Best of luck. She did it! Hands high! Freeze! You alright? I'm out of the sea. So far, so good. They all want to fight.
Good for them. Give me that.
What the?
Alrighty. How's that for an intro, huh? Allow me to introduce you to Lightning Farron, our lovely leading lady, and Saz Catroy. Basically, we're starting off with a buddy cop movie, and I, for one, love it.
Hey, let's be rational now.
Game starts us off with combat,
Listen to the big guns now. What do we do?
Watch and learn.
so we will oblige it. This can't end badly, can it? So, the game is going to go through a tutorial system. I'm not going to make you sit through it because I kind of know what I'm doing, and that's not the point. The gameplay of this particular entry into the Final Fantasy series is not what I'd call my favorite, but the world, the people, the story, the conflict, all that stuff that I talked about when I first started this channel, it's chock full of the stuff that I love. Now that might mean that I am an easily placated idiot, but I'd like to think there's a bit more than that. What's he doing now? This'll go wonderfully. Just look at the contrast between Lightning and Kaz right here. And I don't mean like, you know, attitudinally, if that's even a word. I mean like physically. Watch how they react. Like it's great. I think this is great character building right from the get-go. Because of course Lightning is a bona fide badass because, well, she's the lead character and she's named after a weather phenomenon, so clearly she has to be badass. But Mr. Catroy there, not so much. And yet he remains awesome. Because of that little fucker right there. I love that little thing. Okay, so back for round 2, are you? Hopefully I didn't make you angry. I probably did. When the saw blades are running, chances are you're angry. So, okay, why the holy hell am I subjecting you to this? Well, okay. Final Fantasy XIII and its 2 sequels do not have a very good reputation. By which I mean to say everyone hates them, including some close friends of mine. However, I am definitely on an island in that regard because this is the game that finally renewed my faith in Square Enix as a company. I love this game. I adore it. I love everything about it. It's fantabulous to me. And I cannot wait to show you why. And hopefully, those of you who might not have the best opinion, or maybe you're on the fence and you don't know and that's why you're watching this, hopefully you'll get an idea of why it is that I love this game so much and maybe you'll give it a try yourself. I mean, let's face it, it's pretty old at this point. It's probably relatively cheap. I mean, you can get it on PC for 16 bucks. And then the PlayStation 3 version is probably, no, what, 20? It's not that bad now. We're not playing full price like I did when it first launched. So, alright. You don't get much of a glimpse of how the combat works in the beginning, and let's face it, there is something I will admit. It's not the most strategic battle system in the world. There is some strategy involved later on in the game, but really in the beginning in particular, it's not that hard. And personally, I'm grateful for that because I'm not that good. But we got some potions, so that will help us out a little bit. So, let's see what happens now that we've defeated our tutorial boss. Of course, it explodes. I should have figured on that. Alrighty then, let's see what happens now. I love you, Saz. You're awesome.
We did it.
The game explains very little, but you still get a glimpse of how things are going just based on what they do say.
Civilians, soldier?
See right there?
I mean, you are sanctum, aren't you?
We're getting to know certain
What
things.
you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
The beginning of the game throws a bunch of questions at
Where do you
us.
think you're going?
you know you're going to have to follow her, Sass. Chocobo says so.
Chocobo, we just can't catch a break, can we?
Oh, it's adorable. I want one.
Oh well. Better follow up.
Hanging Edge, the restricted zone. So, we have now basically gained control of our character. And so we're going to get a bit of a tutorial again. But for the most part, that's not really all that necessary. No, that's fine. We'll stick with that. It's okay. Let's see. The data log. You possess an advanced digital journal known as a data log that autonomously streams information deemed pertinent. Whenever the data log records a new blah blah blah, basically this is our lore chest. If you ever want to find out anything about the game, you look at the data log and you can find out about it. Let's see, the camera working? Yeah, that's okay. Let's check the buttons here. So they don't change up the button mapping and like the little icons there. They don't change it up since I'm using a controller, so I gotta figure it out. Okay. I think I've got it. So, there's also an ulterior motive here. Look, here's our data log. Bunch of different things, but I'm not gonna have you sit through that. There's a lot of reading involved. But anyway, I recently got myself the third game in this trilogy. Yes, it's a trilogy for those who don't know. I got it as a birthday gift to myself, but in order to fully appreciate it, I figured I have to go through the first two games, the first one again, and the second one I need to finish, because I never actually beat that one. I thought, well, let's kill two birds with one stone here. Let's record them. So I can get kind of an idea. There's my test file. I just played it for a few minutes. I'm going to save here. This is going to be a short video, but like I said, why not record this? Why not show my appreciation for these games while I am reacquainting myself with it? Hopefully you, at least, if not excited about this, hopefully you're willing to give it a shot. Please, for my sake. Trust me, it's a beautiful game, and it's especially fun to watch, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. So if you enjoyed this introductory video, I know it's a short one, give me a thumbs up, maybe a comment, and be sure to subscribe so you know when each episode comes out. Alright, that's it for me. Bye-bye.